Okay. I mean, but so when you was so did Zomba sign you to a production deal
So you know it. You know the drill. Zomba Publishing. Yeah, I'm still. I think. Me, this is what me and Bob got to get to. I'm still legally bound to them, even after all this. I think I'm still contractually, yeah. In that respect, yeah, they know what they're doing. They're not playing. They sign you to terms of whatever. It could be like 5 years, 7 years, whatever. But they got you forever until things roll over. Contracts in the business are fun things.
Wow,
But
okay.
yeah, so they signed me to a publishing deal for writing. So for half or whatever it is, 25% or something like that, and they give you these advances. Yeah, and so that's what it was. Again, the production part just happened, was a blessing afterwards because it was really just about songwriting, which again I said is cyclical because I thought it was going to be a group,
Mm.
and then it came back to you know the fact that I was able to write stuff that got me through. And then you know, then I thought I'm a songwriter. So I literally moved to Brooklyn with in Bob's. Him and his family had this brownstone, and the basement was literally a historical archive of records, albums, music. Bob's brother, Fritz, is a DJ,
Mm.
and Fritz was my dude. So me and Fritz was like, man, I got all this. So I took my equipment, set it up in Bob's basement, and lived down there and just start making music and just living the whole New York vibe. I'm here from Charleston, South Carolina. I'm transplanting to Brooklyn, and I'm becoming Brooklyn. So I just immersed myself in it, started making music, and by then I was I was all about relationships. I love people. I'm a people dude.
Mm.
I'm people and music. So everywhere I went, record company, jive, wherever, I'm making friends. So I just maintained friendships with all these people. So when I started making music, I go, set up a little meeting, and one of my friends who worked at Untouchables, through Bob and all, heard that I was doing some music and said, well, Mookie, drop me some music. And I was like, okay, cool. Here you go. Just whatever, check it out. And then they called me and said, oh, my guy's got to just started his label and he wants you to do a song for their group. I was like, boom. Bob put a deal together. We did a song, and it was Dave Hall, Dave a Hall of Fame record. So he had his group Assorted Flavors and through Sony, and I did a song, and then one thing led to another. I just started continuing down that path, and so next thing you know, someone else in Eddie's office was like hearing some music, and and again, I'm still green at this point. Like
Mm.
everything to me, I'm looking at the big city. I'm like, man, wow, I can't even believe what is this that's happening. Yeah, I don't know if it was so much humble, just I was always grateful. Like I couldn't believe it because I always think about yeah, I'm just this kid with a dream. So I got a phone call over at Bob's house because I'm living there, and they left a message because I wasn't there at the time, and it was this voice said, "Hey, you give me a call." Left a number. This is Eddie. I'm like, Eddie. Who's Eddie? I'm not putting it together. So I called the thing, and he picks up. Yo, what's up, it's Ed? I'm like, Ed, Eddie F, Eddie F. What? Because this is the dude. He's like, yo, I'm the VP of the Face now. I'm working on an artist. And blah, blah, blah. I want you to come over. I heard some of your music is dope, but come bring me some more. Boom. So he sets this meeting up, and I go over to the Faces in the RCA building, whatever the building is, a building in New York. And, again, I'm getting out the elevator. It's all, imposing and just crazy. And I go into this office, again, it's crazy office. Sitting there, the assistant sits me down and waiting. He'll be right there. Eddie comes in and says, yo, what up? Boom, boom, boom. It's cool. Playing the music, popping, like that one. Playing another, boom, like that one. Boom. He's like, I want all of them. Done. We're going to do the deal. And it's for my artist. And then, they're going to tell you all about it. I got to go in this meeting, but we're in, boom, done. I'm walking out, I'm in a fog. I can't believe this. It's like everything is popping. And then they ended up sharing with me who the artist is. And his name was Donnell Jones. And so next thing you know, I'm at Eddie's house. I'm in New York, and then me and Donnell, man, we hunkered down. We got in that lab and worked on his first record and became, friends. And to this day, this is my brother.
Oh, which ones did you do?
And, so we did on his first album, My Heart, we did You Should Know, which ended up being a single. It was like a top 15, top 10 R&B hit. I'm all up tempo. That's my vibe. So I did You Should Know. We did Waiting on You. We did The Only One You Need, which used the Mobb Deep sample. We did like 4 records together, and me, Donnell, and Eddie, and again formed a friendship, man. That's lasted through time. It's really cool.
Wow,
special, and yeah.
So then, I mean, just moving to you started producing. I mean, so what was there one of your biggest albums or songs that you've done that you'd look back and reflect on?
I mean, all of I didn't have so many. We had the single You Should Know for Donnell, and I was proud of that. I remember I was in Europe and I was at a spot and I heard it come on and I saw these people on the dance floor and that blew my mind. I was like, yo, this is crazy. Can't even conceive this. And we was in Amsterdam or something. And, but all my songs were mostly album cuts, but I got to work with all these artists and, the Boys album sold, I don't even know, like, 15 million or something in Europe.
Backstreet, you mean?
Backstreet Boys. I'm sorry.
Because when you said the Boys, I'm thinking about Down My Heart.
The Boys. The group. Right. I love those. Little guys. But so that sold a lot. And I ended up working with Ginuwine for the Men in Black project. That's like 6 million worldwide. We did a song together for that album. And then I did 2 songs for his 100% Ginuwine album. I did, and then I segued into representing this artist. So I stepped in kind of a managerial role that the Backstreet Boys signed to their label. So again, full circle, back from R&B to pop. And we did a song for the Princess Diaries soundtrack that sold 1 million records. It was the single. It was called Supergirl. And so that was a big deal. And man, I tell you, I just had the opportunity to work with and interact with so many different artists. I mean, sometimes I forget. Like if you mention a name, I'd be like, "Oh yeah, I remember." I worked with me and Timmy Allen worked with Ashanti. I didn't know who she was. This was right when she was, was heating up, and there was some bidding, and Jive wanted to sign her, and all this was happening before she, started doing all her writing and stuff. But I met her and Tina and her mom, and we just had a great vibe. And then didn't see her, and then saw a couple of years later at Def Jam, and I still didn't know who she was. And I heard Mookie, and I turned around. I'm like, "Wait a minute, you're Ashanti!" and it occurred to me that you're that little girl that we was working on your records with, and you're that Ashanti. So it's like, those are the types of things that happen. Just working with all these artists, Trey Lorenz, who's one of the most underrated, most unbelievable vocalists on the planet. Trey did I'll Be There with Mariah Carey, and so I worked with him, and we formed a friendship. And I remember it was him that introduced me officially to Will Smith, even though I had already worked on his Men in Black project.
Yeah,
he took me to a session, and Will was like, "Yo, that's the dude. That's the dude who did that song with Ginuwine." And I remember him coming, "Yo, that's my favorite joint on the album." I'm like, "Oh, cool, thanks, man." So, but the interaction, spending time with Mariah and just all these, it was just, it was special. That was a crazy, crazy ride from you know, being a Jackson 5 wannabe to really, you know, living a dream. It was something.
Hey, thanks for watching. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. But also check out the membership, which is a good way of getting some exclusive videos and actually long videos from day one. But thanks again for watching. Look forward to seeing you again. Thanks. Sweet.